Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our production today, the Let Us Dance. The show is called Fred, and as we've advertised, it's a tribute to Fred Astaire. You'll be seeing a lot of Fred numbers during the show. That was a number called Frenesy, which was made famous by Artie Shaw in about 1935. Was actually written for the marimba, would you believe, and then made into a jazz song. Welcome indeed to Let Us Dance's end of year production. It's been quite a year for Let Us Dance. We've been all over the place at various events, and we were very lucky enough this year to pick up a sponsorship with West Illawarra, who are sponsoring our nursing homes tour. And during the year, we'll be touring around 12 of our nursing homes and bringing this style of music to them. They can't get out, so we'll go to them. If you don't know Let Us Dance is a mature ladies dance group. We've got dancers performing for you this afternoon who range in age from the mid-40s to the mid-80s. And they come together for fitness, fun and fulfillment. They have a great time performing. But today's a chance to put their performances into a theatre, and it's great that you're here supporting them. We'll feature Fred, as I said, during the show. We've got a couple of numbers in the first half, and then the second half is very much a tribute to Fred Astaire, and we look forward to that. Our next number is called Fascinating Rhythm. It was a popular song written in 1924 by George and Ira Gershwin, and you'll hear about them all the way through the show. They were great composers. First introduced by Fred and Adele Astaire in the Broadway musical Lady Be Good. The Astaire's also recorded the song in 1926 in London with George Gershwin at the piano. The dance includes 3 of our newer members, and it's always good to have new members as part of Let Us Dance, Wendy, Linda and Karen, and this is only the 4th performance of this particular number, so they're doing a great job. They're accompanied on stage by assistant teacher Annie, long-term member Yvette, and 2-year-old member Heather. So let's have a look at Fascinating Rhythm.
You're making, the neighbors want to know why I'm always shaking, just like a flivver. Each morning I get up with the sun to find at night no work has been done. I know that once it didn't matter, but now you're doing wrong when you start to patter. I'm so unhappy. Won't you take the day off, decide to run along somewhere far away off and make it snappy? Oh, how I long to be the girl I used to be. Fascinating rhythm, oh, won't you stop picking on me? Fascinating rhythm, you got me on the go. Fascinating rhythm, I'm on the quiver. What a mess you're making, the neighbors want to know why I'm always shaking, just like a flivver. Each morning I get up with the sun, start a hopping, never stopping, to find at night no work has been done. That once it didn't matter, but now you're doing wrong when you start to patter. I'm so unhappy. Won't you take the day off, decide to run along somewhere far away off and make it snappy? Oh, how I long to be the girl I used to be. Fascinating rhythm, oh, won't you stop picking on me?
There we go, Fascinating Rhythm. And as you can hear, the tap dancing is prevalent in a lot of their music. And for the 3 ladies who haven't been great tap dancers, to put that together for this show is terrific. So thank them once again, will you? That's Wendy, Karen and Linda. Got a bracket of 4 songs for you now. We're going to start off with A Stairway to Paradise, written again by George and Ira Gershwin and Buddy DeSilva in 1922. For the Broadway review, George White's Scandals. And that show spawned a whole number of great musical songs, some of which we performed today. After that, Mari and Dan Denise will play the Clooney sisters from the movie White Christmas, made famous, of course, by Bing Crosby, with an Irving Berlin song called Sisters. After that, Denise returns with I Want to Be Loved by You, a song from the 1928 musical Good Boy, and was the motivation for the cartoon character Betty Boop. And finally in this segment, we return to Fred Astaire, but in a very different number. The number's called Triplets, and it's a song from the movie Bandwagon, and was sung by Fred Astaire, Nanette Fabray, and Jack Buchanan from the movie Bandwagon in 1953. But to start with in this segment, let's take a moment to climb that stairway to paradise.
sisters never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her, caring, sharing every little thing that we are wearing. When a certain gentleman arrived from Rome, she wore the dress and I stayed home. All kinds of weather, we stick together, the same in the rain or sun. Two different faces, but in tight places, we think and we act as one. Those who've seen us know that not a thing could come between us. Many men have tried to split us up, but no one can. Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister, and Lord help the sister who comes between me and my man. Those who've seen us know that not a thing could come between us. Many men have tried to split us up, but no one can. Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister, and Lord help the sister who comes between me and my man. Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister, and Lord help the sister who comes between me and my man.
The Clooney Sisters from the movie White Christmas, and a song by Irving Berlin. And I don't know how I got roped into that bit, but never mind. This is what you do. When one of the dancers is the boss of the company, you just say, how high? When she says jump.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, alone. Boo boo ba-doo. I wanna be kissed by you, just you, and nobody else but you. Oh, I wanna be kissed by you, alone. Boo boo. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than feel a desire to make you my own. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. Oh, I wanna be loved by you, alone. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than feel a desire to make you my own. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you. Ba-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum.
We do everything alike, we look alike, we dress alike, we walk alike, we talk alike, and what is more, we hate each other very much. We hate our folks, we're sick of jokes on what an art it is to tell us apart.
If one of us gets the measles,
Another one gets the measles, then all of us gets the measles, and mumps and croup. How I wish I had a gun, a widow gun. It would be fun to shoot the other two and be only one.
Mrs. Whifflepuffer loves to talk to Mrs. Hildendorfer of the fatal natal day she had her silly willy.
Mrs. Hassan Cooper loves to talk to Mrs. Goldenwasser of her major operation when she had her twins.
But when Mother comes along, she silences the others. She accomplished something that is very rare in mothers. MGM has got a Leo, but Mama has got a trio. She is proud but says three is a crowd. Oh, we do everything alike. We look alike. We dress alike. We walk alike. We talk alike. And what is more, we hate each other very much. We hate our folks. We're sick of jokes on what an art it is to tell us apart. We eat the same kind of victuals. We drink the same kind of bottles. We sit in the same kind of high chair. High chair. High chair. I wish I had a gun, a widow gun. It would be fun to shoot the other two and be only
There we go. Three of them with sisters. Sorry about that. I'm in front of the foldback speaker. And you can imagine Fred Astaire in that back in the old days in Bandwagon. Very different to what you'll see in his Top Hat era. The next introduction is particularly special to me because it gives me a chance to introduce my other half, the lovely Annie. That's Annie Barnes, formerly Annie Langshaw. And the chance for her to dance with a lady who she taught more than 30 years ago at the Langshaw School of Dance, that's Debbie Lanyon. So it is a great pleasure for the two of them to come together. They worked together at the dancing studio and then kind of just remained friends, and then Let Us Dance brought them back again with a chance to dance on stage. Annie and Debbie are going to perform a song called Almost Like Being in Love, a show tune with music by Frederick Lowe and lyrics by Alan J. Lerner, and it was written for the musical score of Brigadoon. The song was first sung by David Brooks and Marion Bell in the Broadway production and later performed in the 1954 version of Brigadoon by Gene Kelly. This dance is dedicated by Annie and Debbie to Annie's sister and Deb's dance teacher and mentor, Bernadette Langshaw, who passed away in 2018. So as we would say, here's to you, Miss Bernie.
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I would swear I was falling, swear I was falling. Why, it's almost like being in love.
The lovely Annie and the lovely Debbie with Almost Like Being in Love. And Such a pleasure to see them both on stage dancing together. It really is a family affair, this show for the Barneses. So you've got me here, you've got Annie on stage. Behind the scenes, Jeremy is our stage manager, my son Jeremy. And it's now my pleasure to introduce his wife and my daughter-in-law, Amanda, who's going to sing for you as part of our production this afternoon. Amanda was trained in London at Arts Ed, one of the leading arts education schools in London, and then went on to perform on the West End, went through a career in cruise ships on the cruise lines Aida, and then Carnival, hence getting married to Jeremy, I think. She's going to sing Rita's tune from the show Sweet Smell of Success, which was set in New York in 1952. In New York, the glamour and power capital of the universe at that time. The song captures her longing for freedom and a better life outside of the corrupt world of New York City and Broadway. And it provides in the show a moment of genuine feeling and vulnerability, a moral counterpoint to the cynical characters surrounding her. So from the Sweet Smell of Success, will I please welcome our guest artist this afternoon, Amanda Barnes with Rita's Tune.
Spruce up the room for romancing. Pull all these socks from the line. Relax the pace and fix your face. Tonight you're gonna sparkle like the wine. Music will float from the field cold, saying the boy could be mine. The room will spin, we'll order in, and slowly slip our shoes up as we dine. He'll be late, always is. Me, I'm here. Me, I'm his. Make me wait or I might bust. I'll sit and look at life or love, or I'll just dust. Give it a lick and a promise. Give me the same, I'll be fine. The future crawls within these walls as if it all were part of some design. Feels so good, feels so right. The prince ain't got a palace, but I feel good tonight. Safe at home in his domain, scrounging up some glasses for our pink champagne. Mama, she's hot for Sydney, strutting and cleaning house. This heart that I got for Sydney is busting the seams of my blouse. Someone in sweet California plucked all the grapes from the vine to pop a cork in sweet New York. I think tonight's the night to pop it, reach the top and try to stop it. Think tonight's the night. Tonight's the night I'll shine. See me shine. Let me shine. Finally my life's gonna shine.
Amanda Barnes, ladies and gentlemen. Terrific to have her in the show and come back and do a bit of singing. She'll be back in the second half with her tribute to Fred Astaire. Two more numbers now in this act. The first one is Big Spender, a song written by Cy Coleman and Dorothy Fields for the musical Sweet Charity and first performed in 1966. It's sung in the musical by the Dance Hostess Girls with choreography by the great Bob Fosse, who has influenced so much of dance since then. It's also included in the musical and the 1969 film. Following that, we'd like to present to you Basin Street Blues, a song often performed by Dixieland jazz bands, but written by Somerset Williams in 1928, recorded that year by the great trumpeter Louis Armstrong. The verse with the lyric, "Won't you come along with me to the Mississippi," was actually later added by Glenn Miller and Jack Teagarden when Glenn Miller added it to his repertoire. The Basin Street, of course, in the title refers to the main street of Storyville, the red light district of early 20th century New Orleans, north of the French Quarter. So we'll take you off to Basin Street in a moment, but before that, just to prove that these ladies have still got it, Big Spender.
Hey, fella, can I talk to you for a second? What's the harm in a little talk?
Hey, good looking, I like your hair.
Hey, mister, you got a cigarette for me? Huh?
Hey, monsieur, do you speak French? Parlez-vous français?
Hey, cowboy, you want to dance? We'll dance on her, too.
I'm Rosie.
Not for long, you ain't.
Oh, you're so tall.
Let's have some fun.
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every guy I see. Hey, big spender! And a little time with me. Do you wanna have fun? How's about a few plans? I can show you a good time. Do you wanna have fun? Fun, fun. How's about a few fun? Laugh, fun, laugh, fun, laugh. I can show you laugh, fun, laugh. Good time, fun, laugh. Good time, fun, laughs, good time. What do you say to a house about a laugh? I could give you some.
Are you ready for some
fun?
How would you like to?
Let me show you a good time. Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender. The minute you walked in the joint, I could see see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender. Good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every guy I see. Hey, big spender! A little time with me. Fun laughs, good time. Fun laughs, good time. Fun laughs, good time. How's about it, palsy?
Won't you come along with me to the Mississippi? We'll take the boat to the land of dreams, down the river, down to New Orleans. The band's there to meet us, and poor friends to greet us, where all the people always meet. Heaven on earth, they call it Basin Street. Basin Street is the street where the elite always meet. In New Orleans, the land of dreams, you'll never know how nice it seems or just how much it means. Glad to be, oh yes sirree, where welcome's free, our dear me, where I can lose my Basin Street blues. Glad to be, oh yes sirree, where welcome's free, our dear me, where I can lose my Basin Street blues. Ain't you glad you came with me, way down to the Mississippi? We took the boat to the land of dreams, steam down the river, down the Lee.
That's the ladies with Basin Street Blues. What a great song. That's a great arrangement as well. Some of you might have recognised the dulcet tones of Dean Martin, but a great arrangement with some really good big band brass in the background. So one of the greatest heroes of the ladies is the tap dancing legend Fred Astaire. And here's the theme of the show, and of course the theme of Act 2 today, as we focus in on him. Fred was born Frederick Austerlitz on May the 10th, 1899, and he became an American dancer, actor, singer, musician, choreographer and presenter whose career in stage, film and television spanned 76 years. Today, Let Us Dance pays tribute to Fred Astaire with a selection of his greatest songs. Putting on the Ritz is a song written by Irving Berlin, written in May 1927 and first published in 1929. The title derives from the slang expression to put on the Ritz, meaning to dress very fashionably. The song is best associated with Fred, and with Columbia releasing a '78 recording of Fred Astaire singing the original lyrics in May 1930, and it was used in the film Blue Skies in 1946, where it was performed by him. The song remains popular today as it was in days gone by, with hit versions by the Dutch musician Taco, which topped in 1982, and even with Gene Wilder using it in the movie Young Frankenstein in 1974. To start our second half of Fred, we invite you to join us in putting on the Ritz.
Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hats and arrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their mix. Putting on the Ritz. Super duper!
Have you seen the well-to-do up on Lenox Avenue, on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hats and narrow collars, white spats of $15, spending every dime on a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where Harlem flits? Putting on the Ritz. Spangled gowns upon the bed of high browns down the levee, all misfits are putting on the Ritz. And that's where each and every little belle goes, every Thursday evening with her swell bows, rubbing elbows down with me, and we'll attend the Jubilee to see them spin their last 2 bits. Putting on the Ritz. Don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion says? Put on the Ritz. Over.
Seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare, little noses in the air, and there were colors, white spots and lots of colors, spending every dime for a wonderful time. So if you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Put it on the Ritz. Different types of everyday coat, is with straps and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Put down the Ritz. Dress up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper. Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air. High hats and roll collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue, you don't know where to go to. Why don't you go where fashion sits? Around the ritz. Different types of wear pretty coat pants with straps and cutaway coats, perfect fits. Put it on the ritz.
You're too kind. Ladies and Transylvanians, it is my great privilege tonight to introduce to you a man whose family name has for years been both famous and infamous. Without further ado, do let me present Dr. Frederick Frankenstein and the cast of Young Frankenstein putting on the Ritz!
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Different types wear raincoat hats with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper! Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Put it on the wrist! Put it on the wrist! Put it on the wrist!
Wonderful stuff. 4 versions of Putting on the Ritz, just from the huge amount of recordings that's been made over the years. And of course, the last one was from Young Frankenstein, which featured Gene Wilder in that particular part. Astaire's most memorable dancing partnership was with Ginger Rogers, with whom he co-starred in actually 10 Hollywood musicals during the classic age of Hollywood cinema. Top Hat, 1935, Swing Time in 1936, and Shall We Dance in 1937. It's my great pleasure to welcome back Amanda Barnes with her vocal tribute to Fred Astaire. They Can't Take That Away From Me is a 1937 popular song with music again by George Gershwin and lyrics by Ira. It was introduced by Fred Astaire in the 1937 film Shall We Dance and gained huge success. The song is performed by Astaire on the lonely, foggy deck of a ferry from New Jersey to Manhattan. It is sung to Ginger Rogers, who remains silent, listening throughout. No dance sequence follows, which was unusual for the Astaire-Rogers numbers. However, Astaire and Rogers did dance it later in their last movie together, The Berkeleys of Broadway, in 1949. With They Can't Take That Away From Me, please welcome back the lovely lyrical talents of Amanda Barnes.
The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. Oh no, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you've haunted my dreams. No, no, they can't take that away from me. We may never, never meet again on the bumpy road to love, but I'll always, always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we dance till 3, the way you've changed my life. Oh no, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. Oh no, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way we dance till 3, the way you've haunted my dreams. No, no, they can't take that away from me. We may never, never meet again on the bumpy road to love, but I'll always, always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we dance till 3, the way you've changed my life. No, no, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me.
Amanda Barnes, ladies and gentlemen. Fabulous vocal talents, and great to have her in the family. It's a wonderful repertoire we now have. It's Kimball Grange's answer to The Sound of Music. Astaire's father, Fritz Austerlitz, arrived in New York City at the age of 25 in 1893. Fritz was seeking work in the brewing trade and moved to Omaha, Nebraska, where he was employed by the Stoltz Brewing Company. Astaire's mother, however, dreamed of escaping Omaha, and she came up with the idea of using her children's talents. Astaire's older sister, Adele, was actually an instinctive dancer and singer early in her childhood. So her mother, Joanna, planned a brother and sister act, common in vaudeville at the time, for her 2 children. When their father lost his job, the family moved to New York City in January 1905 to launch the show business careers of their children. They began training, and at the time, Fred and Adele's mother decided that they should change their name to Astaire to sound less German. The children were taught dance, speaking and singing in preparation for developing an act. And their first act went by the extremely catchy title of Juvenile Artists Presenting an Electric Musical Toe Dancing Novelty. Doesn't that roll off the tongue? Great for marketing. Astaire wore a top hat and tails every time they performed, and in an interview later on, Astaire's daughter, Ava Mackenzie, observed that he was usually given a top hat to make him look taller, and that's how he continued for the rest of his life. In November 1905, their comedic act debuted in New Jersey, and the local paper wrote that the Astaires are the greatest child act in vaudeville. It was quite a start, and from that, Fred went on to star in numerous movies, stage shows, TV and recordings. He was active into his 80s and even took up skateboarding at the age of 78. Astaire died of pneumonia on June the 22nd, 1987, at the age of 88. Here is another selection of Astaire's greatest dance numbers, starting with Isn't It a Lovely Day, a popular song written for him by Irving Berlin for the 1935 film Top Hat.
That as far as I'm concerned, it's a lovely day, and everything's okay. Isn't this a lovely day to be caught in the rain? You were going on your way, now you've got to remain. Just as you were going, leaving me all at sea, the clouds broke, they broke, and oh, what a break for me. I can see the sun up high, though we're caught in the storm. I can see where you and I could be cozy and warm. Let the rain pick a patter, but it really
you, it's a lovely day.
I guess it would look kind of funny if we denied the marriage now, wouldn't it?
I don't know what to do.
I don't either.
The word is either.
All right. The word is either. No use squabbling. That'll get neither of us any place.
The word is neither.
Things have come to a pretty pass. Our romance is growing flat. 'Cause you like this and the other, while I go for this and that. Goodness knows what the end will be. Oh, I don't know where I'm at. It's plain to see we two will never make one. Something must be done. You say either, and I say either. You say neither, and I say neither. Either, either, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. You like potato, and I like patata. You like tomato, and I like tomato. Potato, patata, tomato, tomato. Oh, let's call the whole thing off.
You say laughter, and I say laughter. You say after, and I say after. Laughter, laughter, after, after. Let's call the whole thing off. You like Havana, and I like Havana. You eat banana, and I eat banana. Havana, Havana, banana, banana. Let's call the whole thing off.
But oh, if we call the whole thing off, then we must part. And oh, if we ever part, then that might break my heart. So if you like pajamas and I like pajamas, I'll wear pajamas and give up pajamas. For we know we need each other, so we better call the calling off. Oh, let's call the whole thing off.
A fine romance with no kisses. A fine romance, my friend. This is, we should be like a couple of hot tomatoes. But you're as cold as yesterday's mashed potatoes. A fine romance you won't nestle. A fine romance you won't wrestle. I've never mussed the crease in your blue serge pants. I never had the chance. This is a fine romance. This is a fine romance.
A fine romance with no kisses. A fine romance, my friend. This is true love should have the thrills that a healthy crime has. We don't have half the thrills that the march of time has. You never give the orchids I send a glance. No, you like cactus plants. This is a fine romance. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance.
We joined the Navy to see the world. And what did we see? We saw the sea. We saw the Pacific and the Atlantic, but the Atlantic isn't romantic and the Pacific isn't what it's cracked up to be. We joined the Navy to do or die, but we didn't do, and we didn't die. We were much too busy looking at the ocean and the sky, and what did we see? We saw the sea. We saw the Atlantic and the Pacific, but the Pacific isn't terrific, and the Atlantic isn't what it's cracked up to be. We joined the Navy to see the girls, and what did we see? We saw the sea. Instead of a girl or two in a taxi, we were compelled to look at the Black Sea, seeing the Black Sea and what it's cracked up to be. Sailing, sailing home again to see the girls upon the village green. Then across the foam again to see the other seas we haven't seen. We joined the Navy. We joined the Navy. We joined the Navy.
There we go. I Saw the Sea was a Fred Astaire number written for one of the Navy movies that he did. I just want to remind you that these ladies are amazing. They have been rehearsing this show for a long time. They've also been doing their nursing home performances, 2 on Thursday, 1 on Friday. They're doing another nursing home performance tomorrow. And as I said to you, the ladies range in age from mid-40s to mid-80s. And it's amazing to see them here on stage. Gives me such a great feeling. Also, I'd like to mention, of course, the costuming. The costuming is superb. The place is bursting backstage with costumes, you know, hanging and every change. Most of it courtesy of Denise, who is not only the principal and the choreographer, but also the seamstress, and that's amazing. All right, back to the show, and we'll continue with the tribute, if you like, to Fred Astaire. Our finale is coming up. Fred Astaire is widely regarded as the greatest popular musical dancer of all time. As a dancer, he was known for his uncanny sense of rhythm, creativity, effortless presentation, thank you, babe, and tireless perfection, which was sometimes a burden to co-workers. His dancing showed elegance, grace, creativity, originality, and precision. He drew influences from many, many sources, including tap and classical dance. His trademark style greatly influenced the American smooth style of ballroom dance that is still very popular today. He called his eclectic approach outlaw style, and it's been copied by many. His motion was economical, yet graceful. To actually conclude the show today, we have a great finale. It's a finale called Top Hat, and it features all of the dancers on stage throughout the whole routine. Top Hat was actually a 1935 American musical comedy film in which Fred Astaire plays an American tap dancer named Jerry Travers, who arrives in London to star in a show produced by the very famous Edward Everett Horton. It is the inspiration for the finale of today's show of Fred, and includes a whole number of Fred Astaire's most famous songs, most of them danced with a top hat and a cane. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy the finale of today's show. The finale of Fred is called Top Hat.
invitation through the mail. Your presence, the question this evening was formal. Top hat, white tie, tail. Nothing now could take the wind out of my sails. Cause I'm invited to step out this evening. Top hat, white tie, and tail. Oh, I'm putting on the top hat, tying up my white tie, brushing off my tails. I'm duding up my shirt front, putting in the shirt studs, polishing my nails. I'm stepping out, my dear, to breathe an atmosphere that simply reeks with class. And I trust that you excuse my dust when I step on the gas, or I'll be there, putting down the top hat, fussing up my white tie, dancing in tail. Let the dance floor be your leather. Step lightly as a feather. Let the love go. Come, hit the timber. Stop and start to limber. Can't hear that hot marimba. Let your stuff go. Let the stuff go. Relax and let the stuff go. Relax, you got yourself tied up in a knot. The night is cold, but the music hot. Oh, come. Cuddle closer, don't you dare to answer no sir. Put your banker clerking closer, let your go.
I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arm about you, the charm about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness happiness I see when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek.
if you should ask me why I feel so blind, I'm stepping out with my baby. Can't go wrong, time and right. And for sure, not for maybe, that I'm all dressed up tonight. Out with my honey, can't be bad, the feels so good. Never felt quite so sunny, and I keep on knocking. But there'll be smooth sailing, 'cause I'm trimming my sails with a bright shine on my shoes and on my head. Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong, 'cause I'm right. Ask me when will the day be? The big day may be tonight. Putting on my top hat, tying up my white tie, brushing off my tails. I'm doing up my shirt front, putting in the shirt studs, polishing my nails. I'm stepping out, my dear, to breathe an atmosphere that simply reeks with class. And I trust that you'll excuse my dust when I step on the gas, or I'll be there, putting down my top hat, mussing up my white tie, dancing in the pale.
Now it wants to say thank you to the cast of Fred. First of all, our featured vocalist, our guest star, would you please thank Amanda Barnes?
I feel better when I'm dancing, yeah, yeah.
Next we have Linda, Lisa, Wendy and Karen.
We can do this together. I bet you feel better when you're dancing.
Would you please join me in thanking Jan, Sandra and Kathy. Congratulations to Heather, Yvette and Julie. Well done to Cheryl, Debbie, Murray and Kathy. Huge congratulations to the faculty of Let Us Dance, Denise Richards, our choreographer and principal, and assistant teacher Annie Barnes. Again, all together now, ladies and gentlemen, the ladies have worked so hard for you. Let us dance. As I said, it's been a huge 2 days, rehearsals and goodness knows what else. Congratulations to Denise and to Annie and the dancers, and we hope that you enjoyed our tribute to the great Fred Astaire. Big round of applause, another bow, ladies.
Better when I'm dancing, yeah, yeah. Better when I'm dancing.
Wasn't that great? Yeah. And they deserve every bit of applause you gave them. They worked so hard to make it as professional and as excellent a show as you could. A few thank yous to do. I'd like to bid a very big thank you to Pete, the man behind the follow spot and the house lights. Pete is actually Debbie's dad, so it's great to have him here. Talking about relationships, a big thank you to my son Jeremy, who is our stage manager today. Also was a dancer. Amanda was our guest artist. We thank her for spending her time with us and for sharing her talents, and that was lovely. To Donna and to Genevieve, who have been operating the front desk, a huge thank you. And a thank you to Winona Bulai RSL for making this venue available, looking after us and making sure everything went all right. And again, our thanks to West Illawarra, who are our major sponsor. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting the ladies. We hope you've had a wonderful afternoon and we look forward to seeing you next time. Have yourselves a very Merry Christmas. Thank you.